This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Hey, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Saturday in South Texas. So happy to have you guys with us this morning. Good morning to my buddy Mike Hermes right over there across the mic from me.
Good morning, Martin. Did you get any rain this morning?
You know, I'm down in Corpus Christi this weekend.
That's right. I forgot that.
And we did experience some rain on the way down here. Saw some really incredible lightning shows going on down kind of towards Kingsville area and that area. But we got a little bit of rain. I mean, it was some very brief downpours, but yeah, we did get some.
We got some slow and steady in about 0.2 of an inch, and another 0.2 of an inch expected today. And then I think Thursday and Friday we're supposed to get rain again.
You know what? I got to say, any rain that we get, I'm happy with. We at this time of year, it's one of those, we need it bad.
Very true.
And
very true.
And you know what's really crazy is, you know, a few weeks ago, a month and a half ago, we thought we had all the rain we needed and then some. I mean, it was,
exactly.
You know, just torrential downpours, but some slow, steady rain would be very welcome. Lord, please send it our way. And down here too. I mean, it's not brown down here. I won't say it's you know, everything's dead, but it's certainly dry.
It's brown, but now the green is coming back. Can you imagine in 5 weeks?
Oh,
the
man.
difference?
Man, it's just incredible because 5 weeks ago, everything was green. It was gorgeous. Yes. And for this time of year, that's pretty unusual. So we count our blessings and we're lucky that we get any rain over the summer. So I'm happy we're getting something. That's good.
Yeah, I was listening to Bob Webster talk about, how we're getting into the point that the evenings are getting a little bit cooler. The mornings are getting a little bit cooler. And it's going to be that beautiful time of year very soon.
Well, I got to say, last night we went out to dinner, I guess about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and we walked out, and even down here where the humidity is off the charts, it was actually very, very comfortable last night. It was a really lovely evening here, and for mid-August, that's not too bad. Can't complain too much about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how's your week been, man? Have you We've I guess we've been off for a couple. Last weekend we did a best of. By the way, thank you to those who tuned in and checked out the best of. We are back live with you this morning, and we should tell you the phone lines are open at 210-599-5555.
Absolutely. I had a wonderful week. Very busy. I got to do the three things that are, other than, I'm not going to get into religion and things like that, but the three things other than God that were the most important to me in my life. I got to spend wonderful time with my family. My wife, in particular, had a good week. I got to spend time with my daughter, son, and grandchildren, and I worked my tail off.
That's a good week, man. That's a good.
I couldn't ask for anything better.
God, family, and work. That's a good balance.
Yeah,
that's a good balance. I've also had a really, really great week. Spent the first half of it in Santa Fe and just, always kind of hard to leave there because the weather is so wonderful. I mean, it's just, low humidity, lows in the upper 50s, low 60s at this time of year, and then highs in the mid to upper 80s. It actually did get very hot there for a couple of the days that we were there, especially in Albuquerque. Went to Albuquerque on Saturday a week ago, and it was really, really hot that day. It was kind of a miserable day, actually. It was
Albuquerque seems to get quite a bit hotter than Santa Fe.
Usually there's about 10 degrees difference between the two, and that goes for the wintertime too. If it's 40 degrees there, it's probably 30 degrees and snowing in Santa Fe. So there's enough of a difference to make Santa Fe more appealing by far, to me anyway. There's no offense against Albuquerque. Albuquerque's just fine, but I really, really enjoyed that town and that culture. It's so cool, man. And
Understood.
we got to go. I got to tell you, we got to go. We were fortunate last weekend before we went to the thing in Albuquerque. They were having their parade of homes. They called it the Hacienda Parade of Homes, and they had homes that probably ranged from the upper 800s all the way to the multi-million category. One of the homes that Debbie and I went and looked at in this parade of homes was one of the most incredible layouts, incredible views, incredible everything that I've ever seen in a home. It was steel construction.
Wow.
Very, very modern inside, very Adobe Southwest outside. So you had the best of both worlds. You had that beautiful, stucco exterior with the really beautiful Santa Fe Southwest rounded corners. And inside, you had every amenity you could possibly imagine in a home. I want to say between the two-sided fireplaces and the one outside, there were a total of 5 fireplaces in that house.
My wife's dream.
There was a hot tub. I got to tell you about this hot tub. There was a hot tub on the back patio. And if you're sitting in this hot tub, you're overlooking the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. And I mean, not just a few of them. It's a panoramic view of the mountains.
Wow.
And this is up in the mountains, at the foothills of the mountains. So you can only imagine how good that is. They had a moving deck on top of the hot tub. So when you had guests over and you weren't using the hot tub, or you didn't want to be using the hot tub at that time, push a button and the deck slides over the hot tub. It's in ground, in the hot tub set in the ground, slides over the hot tub and gives you more deck area that you can utilize.
How unbelievably useful.
Very, very smart. Very smart. It had 13.5-foot ceilings, and in the bedrooms, in the secondary bedrooms, 2 of them, they were, custom made for kids and grandkids. They had the bed down below, and then they had a loft that you got to by a set of rolling stairs. I guess they weren't rolling, they were fixed, but they were just really cool, modern-looking steps with 2 beds up in the loft. And they had that in 2 different bedrooms. This house probably could have slept 15 people, 16 people.
Wow.
And it was big. As far as home sizes go, what do you consider a big home?
Probably, I would say anything over 4,500.
Okay, so big, but not monstrous. I'm not talking a 10,000, 15,000 square foot home. No, this was a 5,200 square foot home. But the way that the space was used in this home, nothing was wasted. It looked much bigger than it actually was. And the outdoor areas, phenomenal. They had a gym in their garage where you could roll up a full glass patio door, and it was at the end of their garage. They had, I think, garage space for at least 3 vehicles, maybe 4. It just incredible. Now, don't ask me how much it was, because this is the crazy part. It wasn't even for sale.
Yeah, of course. I was going to say something that is that custom.
Yeah.
In the parade of homes, the builder gets to build it in there, use that as a model during the parade of homes.
Yep.
And then the owners move in.
Yeah.
And my dad used to do that a lot.
And that was the case with this one, I believe. And man, I've never seen a house like this in my life. And you and I have been in a lot of houses, right?
Yes, we have.
And you've seen some that probably would rival this one, but I haven't. I've never seen anything like this. Just absolutely gorgeous. So
you got doubly lucky.
Yeah.
You know how?
How?
1, it wasn't in Santa Fe. 2, it wasn't for sale.
Yeah. No, it was in Santa Fe.
Oh, it was? I thought you said you saw that in
No, this was in Santa Fe.
Albuquerque.
Oh, no, this was in Santa Fe.
Got real.
Yeah, I got real
God.
lucky. I got real lucky, and Deb got real lucky too, because, well, let's be honest. This one, if I had to put a number on it, brother, if we put our budgets together, it's out of it.
Oh, okay. Well, then it didn't matter. That's just that is a vision board.
That is a vision board, exactly. And what I did take out of it, and this is the great thing about, and we got to get to a break, but this is the great thing about Parade of Homes to me, is even if you're not in the market for $1 million plus home, even if that's not in your budget or even in your horizon, the ideas that you can glean from the different architectural styles, the features and benefit things that they put in these houses, from the kitchens to the bathrooms to the the washrooms,
The accessories that anybody can afford to put it in $100,000 house.
Yes, there are things. You know how they have these fashion show things where, you've got this fashion that costs $100,000, but we got this one online for $85, right? It's kind of the same thing. You can find things that are similar, maybe not the exact same brand, but similar, that can give you that upscale architectural look in a much more reasonably priced home.
Well, if you have a $5 million home, it's one thing, but you don't need to spend the same, but you can take the ideas,
yes,
and do it very reasonably.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love going to the Parade of Homes.
So I asked somebody there, I guess it was, I don't know if it was one of the realtors that was at one of the homes or one of the builders, but I said, what is, for a home like this, what's typical square foot price? And there is no typical square foot price because this was no typical home. But they said homes there in the mountains are going for up to $1,000 a square foot. Think about that.
$1,000 a foot.
Think about that.
Do you know?
$1,000.
First house I sold was over $100 a foot,
and that was expensive.
I'll tell you how expensive it was. It was a house to be built on the golf course at Dominion.
Mm-hmm.
It was about $102 a foot, 1985, 1986.
Wow. But even now, if you built something in the Dominion or Cordillera or Hill Country Village, or any of the nice, upscale, neighborhoods that we know, you're probably not looking in San Antonio over $550, maybe.
$550 is about as high as
maybe
I've seen.
So
you can be looking at anywhere from $250 to $550.
But my jaw about dropped when they said, $1,000
starting at $1,000.
Well, not starting, up to $1,000 a square foot. That's high dollar. Do the math. That's high dollar.
You got to sell some more windows. I got to sell some more homes.
No kidding, man. Hey, we got to take a break. Phone lines are open at 210-599-5555.
You know what?
Yes.
We have not said it's the Rockin' Home Show, not once. We just started. I hadn't seen you in 2 weeks.
I know.
I just got so excited, and we just started and run.
We take for granted that our friends and people that are watching, everybody knows, but we've got new viewers, new listeners every week. So thanks again to those who are listening to us on KTSA. Thanks to those that are watching us on Facebook Live. Let's take a break and talk a little bit about my friends over at Apple Pest Control. Apple Pest Control is the pest control company that I have been using for years and years and years. And I can't say enough good things about the professional service that we get out of Apple Pest Control. I can't say enough good things about the way that they treat their customers. Their fair and honest and dependable way of doing business is second to none. And when their uniformed, insured, certified technicians come out to your house, they respect it like it's their own. And whenever you are looking at what service you would like to have from them, they talk to you about what you need, not what they want you to have. Okay, they know what it is that will help you, and then they'll let you decide on what's best for you and your budget and your home. They have flexible billing. They'll even quote over the phone. And yes, they answer the phone on Saturdays. So give them a call today at 210-695-8946. That's 210-695-8946, or online at applepestcontrol.com.
Hi, this is Bob Webster from my friends at Medina Agriculture. Hot weather's here. You know what that means for your lawn, your landscape, your vegetable garden? It means it needs plenty of nutrition. And Medina products, they are right there to help you out. Doesn't matter whether it's hot or cold, you can use Medina's great organic Grow and Green fertilizer 365 days a year. You can use their Soil Activator and Medina Plus, those products that really work to soften your soil. They work just as well in the summer as they do in the winter months. And, of course, the good liquid products, the Has to Grow, their new fish fertilizer, those things your plants will just love them. And believe me, they reduce the heat stress. They help your plants get through summer better. Medina Agriculture has been right here in our area for 50 years, over 50 years, helping gardeners, helping farmers, helping homeowners keep their plants healthy and happy. They do it naturally. They do it organically. It's a name you can trust. Always look for fine products from Medina Agriculture.
Hey, Trey Ware here. You know what I love about Texas State Rentals. They're not just another rental company. They're Texans serving Texas, and they care about your community. With decades of experience, they deliver quality equipment when and where you need it, and customer service that's always responsive and safety focused. They deliver on their promises with a can-do attitude. For your next big project, trust the team that invested in your success. That's Texas State Rentals. Just give them a call. 844-TEX-RENT. That's 844-TEX-RENT. No high-pressure sales tactics at all. Just friendly Texans serving Texas like they've been doing for over 30 years with the highest quality big equipment, from bulldozers to front-end loaders to trenching machines and everything in between. Find it all at TexasState.Rentals. Tell them Trey Ware sent you. Give them a call today. 844-TEX-RENT. They make the process so easy at Texas State Rentals. 844-TEX-RENT.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Freedom rider on a midnight cruise. On my way, I got nothing to lose. Sister Mercy gonna take my hand, lead me over to the promised land.
Okay, so there have been rumors that the damn Yankees might get back together. Wouldn't that be awesome?
I'll tell you what. I don't know if we'll see many more concerts in my lifetime, but that would be a good one.
That would be a good one. I was fortunate enough to get to see damn Yankees in, I guess it was probably about 91, something like that. And they played the Majestic Theater. And for those of you who don't know who the damn Yankees are a super group that was made up of Jack Blades from Night Ranger, Tommy Shaw from Styx, Ted Nugent, and then the drummer Michael Cartleone, who has been playing with Lynyrd Skynyrd for 25 years now. Phenomenal group. And
yeah, I saw that show at the Majestic.
Were you there?
91. Yes,
I was there. I think I was second row, maybe something like that. Do you remember Ted taking the flaming arrow and shooting it at the deer mannequin?
Absolutely. Yes.
Do you remember the group that opened? There's a group called Jackal. And they
towards the tail end.
Gosh, they were good. I mean, they were heavy duty Southern redneck rock, and it was fantastic. The guy that fronts the band, Jesse James Dupree, he actually has a show on one of the networks about his auto shop, but he also owns a bar in that area, and it's a big deal. And so Jesse James Dupree is the guy, and they still tour. Jackal still tours. But yeah,
I have no idea.
They were crazy. They were a lot of fun. I would love to see the damn Yankees back together. I think they only did 2 albums. Both of them were beyond belief good.
And what would they, like 90 to 94?
That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. 90 to 93.
I saw them twice. I saw them in Austin as well.
Oh, did you really?
Yes.
Lucky. Let's give that phone number out. 210-599-5555. 210-599-5555 is the number. Sticking on that music vein for just a moment, there are a couple of big benefit concerts that are coming up, benefiting the Texas Hill Country Relief Fund. One is
they're still continuing that.
Yeah. Thank God they are. And these we got tickets to a long time ago when they first announced them. But the Tobin Center is having one on the 18th, Lyle Lovett is headlining that, but there's also lots of other good talent on that. Those Lonely Boys are going to be playing.
It's going to be a great show.
Oh man, they're going to have comedy.
If you haven't seen
Lyle Lovett,
thank you. He puts on a spectacular show. I won some sort of raffle where we got to see him and meet him after the show.
I absolutely love Lyle Lovett. I think he's got one of the coolest voices and some of the best songwriting anywhere. And he's also a pretty funny actor too, if you've ever seen him act.
Yeah,
he's good. I like him. But there's also Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias is going to be on the bill. So some great comedy, I think that Steve Trevino is going to be the one who's hosting it, but this is the 18th at the Tobin. Now, at the Whitewater Amphitheater, and listen, guys, forgive me if these are sold out. If they're sold out, I'm not aware of it, but they might be. Whitewater Amphitheater, the 28th, is Robert O'Keefe and Friends. Applause for the Cause. And that is a show. I mean, there is a stellar lineup of talent on that thing, and we're proud to be supporters of that too. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. And then I believe it's after that, the day after the Tobin Center, they're having one in Austin at the Moody Center, and I forgot who all's on that, but it's a big one. That's also a big one.
We need to mention too, especially if they are sold out, to be very careful. There are a lot of scammers out there. You and I know somebody who was scammed for $10,000.
Yep.
And by just having like a
one letter wrong
period, they had like a colon or something
like that. Yeah, I mean, it was just a ridiculous. It could happen to anybody. We don't want it to happen to you. If you're buying tickets for any of these benefits, or frankly, if you're buying tickets for any show ever, please do not buy them from just anybody online. There are good resale outlets. If you want to buy resale tickets, StubHub is legitimate. Ticketmaster is legitimate. The venue itself, as long as
places like Best Tickets, Jerome Cohen's
Best Tickets are reputable and reliable. You're not going to find anything that's going to be not honored or not kosher anytime at Best Tickets. So it's good places to get tickets. There's also good places to get taken, and we don't want you to get taken. So just keep that in mind. Got a caller online there, Mike?
Yes, we do.
Well, let's get to him. Romero, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hey, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I had a simple question regarding a fence that I had recently installed, I would say less than a year ago. It's a wrought iron fence, but I can already tell that the paint is coming off. I can see rust showing through the paint. Am I better off repainting it with a brush versus spraying it?
That really doesn't matter nearly as much as how you prep it. And the way that you would want to prep that is you would want to be sure to take a steel brush, clean off any areas that are currently rusting through, clean off any...
Or even peeling.
Or sloughing paint, peeling paint. You want to get that off of there and get it smooth. And then you want to use a product called Osfo. Osfo is a kind of a jelly type thing, and you spread it on the rusted areas, and it helps inhibit rust in the future. So that would be
a great product.
It is. Osfo is a really cool product, really great product,
and very reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you go ahead.
How do you apply that Osfo?
It's a little brush. It's a little brush, and if I remember correctly, the Osfo typically comes with a little brush in it, a little dauber brush.
Exactly.
And it's it's not for large format. You're not going to do 100 square feet with this thing, but little spot treatments of rusted areas so it doesn't happen again as quickly. And then be sure that you're using a paint that is an exterior grade enamel made for metal.
And it's scary that this should not happen in a year.
Yeah, a year is crazy. There is no reason. Especially, are you in San Antonio?
Yes.
Okay. If you were on the water and at the coast, it probably wouldn't surprise me. But if you're in San Antonio, it should have lasted well over a year. They probably didn't either they didn't prep right, or they didn't use the proper paint. And And whenever you have wrought iron, sometimes wrought iron comes with that kind of film on it, kind of a oily film on wrought iron. If you don't prep that properly, the paint will not stick.
Okay.
Now, did you have a reputable company put this up?
No, it was just a lone individual.
Okay. Yeah, so there's probably no warranty.
No, there's no warranty.
Okay.
I already contacted him.
You can fix this and just pay attention to the rest of the fence, because it's probably going to happen elsewhere.
It already is happening elsewhere.
Yeah.
So you apply the OSPO and then you paint it?
Read the directions on the OSPO, do what the directions say, and then prep it with a good primer after you've knocked off all of the sloughing paint and all the peeling paint. Then you use a good primer for metal, and then you paint with a good exterior paint for metal.
Okay.
And that should last you.
That should last you 5-6 years minimum. Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll go with that then. I appreciate that.
Okay, Romero, thank you for calling this morning. We appreciate you, bud.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Get yourself a phone line, too, 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. Let's talk about my buddy Zip Gist over at Real Solutions Home. RealSolutionsHome.com is where you're going to find them online. Zip and I had the pleasure of hanging out yesterday, and always learn something from Zip every time we hang out. Really, really appreciate his knowledge, and moreover, I appreciate his genuine commitment to his customers. He goes above and beyond. He told me some stories yesterday that just blew my mind about how above and beyond he goes with his customers to help them achieve the dreams that they want with their remodeling project. And he has a heart for helping, improving, and treating people right. And sometimes to his own detriment. I mean, I heard a couple of stories yesterday that I was like, man, Zip, I can't believe that you did that. And he goes, yeah. He said, but I just wanted him to be happy. Well,
sounds like you, my friend.
Why do you think we get along so well?
Exactly. And I love the fact I've been able to meet with Zip and talk with him several times. The guy is good. And he's sharp. I don't know what else to say.
He's sharp. He's been in this business a long time. So when it comes to remodeling, home renovations, full home remodeling, kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, even big room additions, and even, let me tell you, the stuff he's doing at the house that we're going to start remodeling next week. Hey, we finally got
nightmares that he's been fighting through to get all the permits done.
He has gone down to the city in New Braunfels in person at least once every other week for the last 3 months. And
did you get charged extra for that?
I did not.
Exactly.
I did not.
That's the type of guy.
He just wanted to make sure it was being done right and as expeditiously as possible. And we're going to get started on that. And I'm going to tell you about the extent of that remodel next week. It's extensive, and I can't wait to see the finished product.
Have they started the demo?
They have not. They're going to start the demo next week. God willing, we'll have the permits in place mid next week, and we can get everything started and start tearing stuff up. That's my favorite part, tearing stuff up. I like that.
I need to make the jaunt over there to meet you and take a look at it before next week.
Oh, absolutely. Anyway, please give my friend Zip Gist a call for all your home remodeling needs, from big remodels to small remodels to everything in between. And yes, even home building. RealSolutionsHome.com. RealSolutionsHome.com. Give them a call at 210-862-4995.
A couple years ago, I was in the bathroom at the airport.
Edwin, I do have one more.
In the toilet. Not smart. I was multitasking when I should have been focused on the job at hand. Embarrassing, but I'm not alone. According to Google, 7 million other multitaskers accidentally dropped their phones into the bowl last year. A gentle reminder that right now you can get yourself a brand new Samsung Galaxy A36 absolutely free with a $35 plan from Pure Talk. The A36 comes with scratch-resistant Gorilla Glass and a battery that'll last all day, along with unlimited talk, text, and data on America's most dependable 5G network. In other words, it's tough and smart. Something to think about next time you're multitasking and the necessary. Just dial pound 250, say keyword micro to get your free phone today. You can make the switch in just 10 minutes. That's pound 250. Say micro to switch to a no-nonsense smartphone and a company that actually stands for something. Pure.
Sometimes an identity threat is a ring of professional hackers. And sometimes it's an overworked accountant who forgot to encrypt their connection while sending bank details.
I need a coffee.
And you need LifeLock because your info is in endless places. It only takes one mistake to expose you to identity theft. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
One more after this?
Terms apply.
Nope.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rockin' Home Show right here on AM 550, FM 1071, KTSA. Also on Facebook Live. Thank you guys so much for being out there. We appreciate you and love spending our Saturday mornings with you and hopefully helping you navigate the home renovation, home improvement, home fixing a little better.
And if we can add to it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to make life easier, better, and hopefully put a smile on your face. That's Mike and I absolutely. We love laughing, we love having fun, and nothing makes either one of us feel better than to make somebody else smile. So we hope we do that a little bit for you each and every Saturday. Phone lines are open at 210-599-5555. Who we got there, Mike?
Teresa, welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Yes, hi. I had a couple of questions about mini split. We have one unit that services like 2 rooms. I was wondering what kind of service is they require. I was told that the unit that blows the air, etc., doesn't need any servicing. That it just works forever.
I would love to tell you that that's exactly the way it is, Teresa. I would love to tell you that it will last forever without ever touching it. But the fact of the matter is, yes, they do need service. They do need maintenance. They do need to be checked out and cleaned. If for no other reason than finding out if there's something small that's wrong that you can correct before it becomes something big each year. I can tell you that depending on the environment, mini splits can last 10 years, 15 years, or in certain environments like coastal environments, they may last 4 or 5 years. But you must have somebody come out, take a look at them, and inspect them at the very least once a year. And I was going
to say at the very least once a year.
Yeah.
I usually recommend spring and fall.
Spring and fall, just like you would on a regular unit. Yes, it is different in that it's a ductless unit, but it still needs that love and care that you would give your car, that you would give your normal AC system, and it will thank you for it, and it will last you a lot longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it gets taken apart and oiled and checked out.
Well, they check the things that they would check on a regular traditional system. They check the Freon. They check the connections. They check to see if there are any leaks of any kind. All of those things.
Any blockages?
Yeah.
Okay. And most AC companies do it?
Nowadays, yeah. I mean, if you went back 10, 15 years ago,
it was very specialized.
There were select few that did mini splits. Now, virtually every HVAC company does mini splits, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll try it again. Thank you.
You're sure welcome.
Teresa.
And if you need a recommendation for a company to do that, if your other company is
the right stuff,
call Right Home Services. They'll do a great job for you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Teresa. Sure appreciate you being there.
Let's jump over to Phyllis.
Hey,
Welcome.
Phyllis. Good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Thank you.
How can we help you this morning, Phyllis?
I have a light on a ceiling fan where the pole isn't working anymore. Does the whole light unit need to be replaced?
Likely. I mean, can you get parts and pieces depending on the brand of the fan? Yes, you can, but it probably would be easier and not much more expensive to go ahead and just change out the light kit.
Okay, thank you.
You're sure welcome, Phyllis. Thanks for calling. Appreciate you. 210-599-5555 is the number. 210-599-5555. Judy.
We have time to go to Judy? Okay,
Judy.
perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Judy, good morning. Welcome to the Rock and Home Show.
Thank you. I got a couple questions for you. It's on the outside of the home. Who do you recommend, or I need a drainage yard slope down? It's hitting the back of my house, and then I got a foundation problem.
Okay. You may be looking at regrading your yard or possibly putting in a French drain, depending upon your situation.
Or even a berm.
Or even a berm. A good reputable landscaping company can handle that for you.
Anybody? I've really felt like I got yourself a couple times.
You know what? Drop me an email, Judy, and I'll send you a name or two of people that I've used that have done a good job for me.
Oh, I don't do email. I don't know how.
Oh no! I'm trying to think who I could point you in the right direction to, because a lot of landscapers, I'll be real honest, a lot of landscapers are not necessarily somebody that you find in the phone book. What, the phone book? Boy, am I dating myself. That you'd find if you look for a website. A lot of them don't even have websites, and that's fine as long as they do great work and they're local. And I found a couple of guys like that I really love. That's why I'm not just giving you a name and number right now.
Do you think Judy can leave a message at your office?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just give me a call at the office, leave a message, and I'll return next week with that information.
Okay, what's the office number, please?
210-767-0995.
90995. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're dating me. I'm still the yellow.
I haven't even mentioned the word phone book in 15 years. I don't know where that came from.
Oh, it's in our mind.
I guess
yeah.
so.
Where can I get, well, maybe the same person can help, but I got a gutter put up 9 or 10 years ago, gutters on the back of my house, and they're the 3x4 inch, but they stopped it right at the end of the foundation of the house instead of taking it down slope a bit. And that's, like I said, I'm having all kinds of problems now. So I just need that little bit. I can extend it myself, but I can't find the 3x4. No,
I'm trying.
What I need is I got to dig it down and turn it. There's a pipe there, and I have to bring it around from the fence.
Okay, yeah, that is more of a handyman thing, but I will tell you who to call on that one. Call Zip Gist at Real Solutions Home, and
Zip, is this his name or the company?
His name is Zip Gist, and his company is Real Solutions Home, and that number is 210-862-4995, and he may even be able to help you with that drainage problem.
Okay, I'll ask him.
Okay.
862-4995, and if not, your all's office is 762-0995.
It's 767-09.
767.
Yes, ma'am.
0995.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate yourself. Enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. We do have to take a break, but when we come back, Jim, don't go anywhere. You're going to be first up. Your calls, too, at 210-599-5555. 210-599-5555. Right Home Services. Right Home Services is the company that I recommend for all of your heating and air conditioning needs. If it's a replacement, everything. If you're doing the duct work and you're doing the everything, inside out replacement, they can help you with that. If it's just a repair or service or maintenance, they can help you with that as well. This is a company that's been family owned and operated since 1979 and deliver trusted HVAC service to San Antonio and have for over 4 decades. They're BBB accredited with an A+ rating. They have standards that you can count on for extremely trustworthy and reputable service. and it's owned by people I trust personally, friends of mine, military background, and just as honest as you can get. Give them a call at Right Home Services. They even do whole home generators and EV charger installations. Check that out. They tailor everything for your home or for your business. Yes, they do commercial HVAC too. Give them a call at 210-599-7000. 210-599-7000. RightAC.com. RightAC.com for Right Home Services.
You hear that? That's Mike.
Okay, Edwin, I've got one more.
Soundly on a Sunday night.
What'd you
That's
say?
because
I have another spot.
He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Hey, I am so proud to tell you that the brand new Window World Design Center is open at 1027 Northeast Loop 410. 1027 Northeast Loop 410. Look for the big digital sign and the big circle W right there between Broadway and Nacogdoches. You will not miss it. We have got we did some special things for our customers. I will tell you, we've got some stuff in there that we've never had in showrooms before. Things that you're not going to find in any other showroom for that matter. We have 2 home facades built inside the design center, and we will be displaying every type of siding product that we sell and install. Currently, we have our brickstone and stucco installed already, but we will, by the end of the month, we're going to have every other siding product, including the beautiful James Hardy siding product, from the lap siding to the board and batten. Our Ascend composite siding product is going to be installed in there for you to look, touch, see, feel. Of course, all of the beautiful windows and styles and selections that we sell, they're all on display. Our beautiful entry doors, extremely awesome patio doors, sliding patio doors, French doors, as well as storm doors. We even have, you're gonna love this, we're even going to have the gorgeous Renaissance patio covers that we install, as well as the new decking product, Armadillo Deck, that we are going to have in a large format installation outside on the patio, so you can see it just like it would look in your yard. All of these at the brand new Window World Design Center, 1027 Northeast Loop 410, right there in between Nacogdoches and Broadway. Ashlyn and Lisa are there today. By the way, we are opening on Saturdays again at that location only. That location only, 1027 Northeast Loop 410. So if you want to come in on a Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Saturday, come on by, see our staff that's there. They're ready to serve you and help you. And we've got fresh PJ's coffee for you, as well as some really delicious popcorn. Go on by and see them at the new Window World Design Center, 1027 Northeast Loop 410. Check us out online at windowworldtx.com. In Corpus Christi and the Coastal Bend, windowworldcc.com.
Hi, this is Jack Riccardi, and recently a couple that moved to Bernie from the coast told Nate Keir at True Blue Home Services, Nate, we are so glad we met you. Why would somebody say that to the owner of a remodeling company? Well, because like a lot of couples, they wanted to live safely in their home and stay in their home, and that's what True Blue Home Services does. Yes, they can remodel your bathroom, do a tub-to-shower conversion. They can remodel the whole bathroom and put in grab handles and better lighting and raise the commode. They can do your whole house like that, widening doorways and switching to better lighting or non-slip flooring. The key here is having an ally so that your home is safe and so your husband can stay off the ladder. That's what True Blue Home Services is all about. They're also a great friend to anybody flipping a house or showing a house for sale. Go to truebluehome.com for Nate's company. That's truebluehome.com for True Blue Home Services.
Americans may not agree on much, but we agree on Social Security. We all pay in. It ought to be there when we need it. Social Security could face a funding gap in less than a decade, and I don't want to see a pay cut. I'm with AARP in the fight to protect the Social Security we earn.
Pledge to protect Social Security at aarp.org/weearnedit. That's aarp.org/we earned it. Paid for by AARP.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rockin' Home Show on AM 550 FM 1071 KTSA, KTSA.com, and, of course, on Facebook Live. Thank you to those joining us out there in Facebook Live land. We appreciate you being there. Phone lines are open at 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. Couple of lines open right now, but we have Jim who's been hanging on with us. Jim? Lewis. Let's get Lewis up. Lewis, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Yes. I have a question to ask. What do you think about the roof mats?
What do I think about roof mats?
Yes, the stuff they put on the roof.
To help extend the life of the roof? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, yes.
You know, I don't know enough about it. We were asked that question a few weeks ago, and it's a great question. I don't know enough about the product, how long it's been around, or what the empirical data is that says that it really makes your roof last longer. I will be researching that and looking into that, but I can't give you an honest opinion because I don't know enough about the product. Mike, what's your opinion?
Thinking is, why would you do something that costs a pretty penny when you have hail damage in your insurance? I think the insurance companies should probably give you a discount if you were to apply something like that. Then it might make sense to me.
Right. And I don't know that they do. I don't know that it qualifies for an insurance discount.
I'll tell you, if I were a company like RoofMax, I would be talking to every insurance company.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And now listen, Lewis, I want you to understand that doesn't mean it's a bad product or it doesn't do some good. I just don't know enough about it to recommend it to you or tell you either way.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you calling, Lewis. Phone lines are open, 210-599-5555. Would love to talk to you this morning.
We also got some great topics, which
we do.
may or may not get to. I was thinking later we should start with the green, going green.
We think alike. I've got it written down on my show notes that would be the topic that I'd want to talk about first this morning. So
I think that to me is very exciting.
It's an article that Mike sent me this week that talks about doing environmentally green improvements to your house to improve not only the value of your home but also the energy efficiency and I don't know if this is a word, the greenness of your home. I don't know.
Well, minimizing impact to the environment.
And we don't think about that. At least I don't on a normal basis. Maybe some people are more conscious of it than I am, but the environmental impact that is a side effect of putting in replacement windows, heavier efficiency insulation, a better SEER AC system, the environmental impact beyond your comfort, your savings on your utility bills, the environmental impact is great because you're cutting down on the length of time that certain things have to run, the power that it takes to comfort, balance out the comfort level in your home. All of these things are taken into consideration, and they add up.
If enough people do it, the amount of resources saved makes a huge impact on the environment.
It really does.
Sometimes we have the government, city, county, state, sometimes federal, giving incentives to do this, so it makes even more sense.
Absolutely. And I know that there are municipalities and energy companies that are giving rebates and tax credits and things like that right now. Even things, this is one that I didn't know, but even things like energy saving window treatments Okay, so if you put in certain window treatments that can actually cut down on the heat gain in your home or the cold in the winter, these are things like honeycomb blinds that have mylar interiors.
Exactly.
These things qualify for tax credits in certain states. So check yours, to be sure. But in New Mexico, for instance, they have up to, I think, a $1,300 or $1,400 tax credit for those products, and those are blinds. So anything that
just
can
scratching the surface.
Just scratching the surface. Anything that can help save a little bit here, a little bit there. It all is a step in the right direction. I will say that it's a step in the right direction. We are going to be taking a break here at the top of the hour, but before we do, I want to give out that phone number one more time before we do, so you can get one. Second hour always fills up faster than the first hour. Get yourself a phone line. You'll be first up in line whenever we get back from the top of the hour break. 210-599-5555. And in the other 8,000 hours that Mike and I are not on the radio, how do we get a hold of Mr. Mike Hermes?
210-341-1400 is it'll either be answered by Holly or I, or it'll be transferred to our cell phone, and you can always leave a message like right now. And my email is mike@mikehermes, and Holly's holly@mikehermes.com.
And by all means, drop me a line via email. That's the best way to get in contact with me outside of this show. That email address is mbomba. That's MBOMBA at windowworldtx.com. Not that I don't return phone calls. It's just that I'm running in 15.
Inundated.
I'm running in 15 different directions during the week, depending on what the week is. And I just don't want anything to fall through the cracks, and I don't respond to somebody. That makes me feel horrible.
Exactly. But you are Johnny on the spot when it comes to emails.
I very typically will respond to an email within 24 hours, 48 hours on the outside.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
we'll also talk about the charity golf tournament, and
yes,
talk more about your grand opening and soft opening at Broadway.
Oh, we got so much to talk about. So much to talk about. It's only started, folks. We got another hour of this. It's the Rockin' Home Show.
I missed last week.
Me too. Stick around. Come on back. We'll see you in the next hour on the Rockin' Home Show.
I'm Elton John. When he was just 13, my friend Ryan White was diagnosed with AIDS. This was 40 years ago. At the time, he was shunned and threatened by his community, yet his grace and determination to help change the world for himself and all those infected with HIV was an inspiration. He is part of the reason I founded the Elton John AIDS Foundation. As the father of two boys who are almost Ryan's age now, I'm more determined than ever to end the AIDS epidemic for good. Since it began, the foundation has helped reach over 100 million people at risk of and affected by AIDS. We've saved over 5 million lives. That's over 5 million sons and daughters, parents and spouses, friends and loved ones. Please join me, and together we can finally achieve the AIDS-free world that Ryan envisioned. Learn more at eltonjohnaidsfoundation.org. And to see the very latest we've accomplished through the Rocket Fund to End AIDS, follow us at EJAF on Instagram.
KTSA San Antonio, FM 1071, San Antonio's news, talk, traffic, and weather station.
KTSA.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. What happened? That's still the question almost 24 hours after President Trump's meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin in Alaska. We know there was no deal reached to end the war in Ukraine.
We have a very good chance of getting there. We didn't get there, but we have a very good chance of getting there.
That was President Trump speaking alongside Putin after the meeting. The two did not take questions. ABC's Mary Bruce in Alaska says more information is coming out via President Trump's social media accounts.
If a ceasefire wasn't reached, Trump had warned Russia would face severe economic consequences. After that 3-hour sit-down with Putin, Trump now says the best way forward is to work towards a peace agreement without a ceasefire first. adopting Russia's long-held position.
President Trump will meet with Ukrainian President Zelensky on Monday at the White House. Air Canada has suspended operations. Hundreds of flights have been canceled. It's because more than 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants went on strike. Canada's jobs minister said it was unacceptable there had been such little progress made in contract talks between the union and the airline. California's Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom says his state will pursue redistricting if Republicans in other states try to redraw congressional maps for their own benefit. Texas is trying to do that, and Governor Greg Abbott said of Newsom's plans,
"It's a joke. He's posturing for the presidency and doing nothing more than that. He's all talk and no action."
Governor Abbott called a second special legislative session on Friday after Democrats remained out of the state, denying Republicans a quorum for the first special session, which came to an end on Monday. Hurricane Erin is now a Category 4 hurricane and could reach Category 5 strength today. It's not expected to make landfall or directly threaten the U.S., but could stir up dangerous rip currents on the East Coast. You're listening to ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Ever wonder why you have insurance for your car or home, but not your digital life? Meet WebRoot Total Protection, your digital bodyguard that includes antivirus, identity protection, VPN, cloud backup, and more. With plans for individuals and families, WebRoot takes the guessing game out of cybersecurity so you can get back to living your best life online. Go to webroot.com/offer and get 50% off today. That's webroot.com/offer to get 50% off today. Live a better digital life with WebRoot, because peace of mind shouldn't be optional.
Washington, D.C. sued over the federal takeover of the city's police department, saying the Trump administration's efforts to insert a new police chief were not allowed. Washington, D.C.'s Attorney General Brian Schwab, after a judge agreed, said,
"If it means standing up to the president, standing up to the Attorney General to ensure that the laws of our country are followed, we will do that. My hope is that we do not have to be back here relitigating it."
Attorney General Pam Bondi said the current police chief will remain in place. An Air Force memo says that transgender troops will not get a hearing before they're discharged. ABC's Chuck Sievertson has details.
An Air Force memo says that transgender airmen ousted under a recent Trump administration directive will no longer have the chance to argue before a board of their peers for the right to stay on. The memo says military separation boards must recommend discharge if the service member's biological sex does not match their gender identity. Military legal experts advising transgender troops tell the Associated Press that the new policy is unlawful, and we're not aware of the other services releasing similar memos.
Singer Sean Kingston was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison over his role in a $1 million fraud scheme. Prosecutors say Kingston and his mother used his fame to get sellers to give him luxury items that he never paid for. He had apologized to the court Friday. His mother had already been sentenced to 5 years in prison. I'm Brian Clark, ABC News.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Tens of millions of tickets.
Tens of millions of tickets.
Tens of millions of tickets.
Thank you, VetTix. Thank you.
Thank you, First Tix.
Thank you, VetTix and First Tix.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to vets currently serving military, the immediate family of troops killed in action, and our brave, current, and former first responders. These tickets are a meaningful way to say thank you to America's heroes and help them re-engage with American life by giving them free, fun experiences and new happy memories that'll last a lifetime. And now we want you To be part of the mission, got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? We want you to go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today. Give something to those who gave.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. We're back on the Rockin' Home Show. It's Martin Bomba and Mike Hermes right here.
And loving every second of it.
Absolutely. Phone lines are open. 210-599-5555. 210-599-5555. Want to talk about, just for a second, coming up September 2nd and 3rd here in Corpus Christi out of our Coastal Bend store. We're going to have an open house September 2nd and 3rd. We're going to be installing windows here in Corpus Christi, impact windows to be exact. And if you've ever wondered what an installation process looks like, what the procedure is like, what the windows are like going in, coming out, all of that, here's your chance to kind of see behind the curtain. If you want to come by, check this out, and we'll probably, not probably, we will definitely have refreshments and things like that out there for you. It's in Corpus Christi, so it's not, you don't have to drive way far out if you're in the Coastal Bend area. It's right here in town. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We've never done one of these before. It's the first time that we've ever done this. But it's going to be an open house where you can come by and you can actually see what the installation is, how it happens, what it entails, and understand the process a little bit better, and also see the difference between an impact window and a standard window that's coming out. So this is, again, September 2nd and 3rd. If you would like more information about this, give us a call in Corpus Christi at our Coastal Bend store at 361-991-4189, 361-991-4189. Ask for Alexis, and she can give you all the information about that. Coming up September 2nd and 3rd, big open house window installation for Window World Coastal Bend. So we invite you to come down there and check it out.
I can tell you it's amazing. We've had ours done a couple of times when I've lived in the homes. It is truly a inspirational thing. I mean, I thought it would take something much longer, and I thought it was going to be much more difficult. And then when the results are done, you just sit out in front of your house or in the back of your house, and there's only one word for it. Wow.
Well, I love hearing that, and I will say this, that the installation process in non-coastal areas is very different than the installation process in coastal areas. So that's why I'm saying if you're in the Coastal Bend, if you're in a coastal area down here, and you want to know why it is what it is when it comes to a little extra for the installation, you'll find out with all of the weight of the windows, the amount of screws that have to be put in to meet code, everything that goes into permitting and the whole 9 yards. All of that are a little different in the Coastal Bend area. So
very exciting.
Yeah, come by and see us. In fact, I know that Debbie and I are going to come down for that as well. So we'll be here. I might be out there with my apron on, grilling up some hamburgers and hot dogs. You never know. You never know.
Let me know if you need any help.
Okay, I will do.
Love doing it.
Phone lines are open, 210-599-5555. Good morning, Robert. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hey, good morning, man. I've got a couple of questions that they may be ignorant, but I'm pulling off little fascia boards, and I find all kinds of little critters back there that look like ants. So where am I looking at?
If they're ants, do you see any trails or any any little brown trails or black trails?
Brown tubings?
No sooner than I put the Wonder Bar under it to pop up this 1x2 or whatever it is, they start streaming out. So
okay.
It's on like I said, it's on the eve, or it's up 10 feet, something like that.
Those are likely, without me seeing them, I'm just telling you from experience, those are likely wood ants. and wood ants are. I don't want to compare them to termites because they're certainly not as bad as termites, but wood ants can actually, they can do some damage, and they eat the wood. That's their fuel. So so you need to get a good pest control company in there. I recommend Apple Pest Control, and get them to take care of that for you.
I've also seen if there's moisture, they could be sugar ants too, which are a nuisance.
Well, yeah, but sugar ants typically aren't going to be up in your eaves like that.
The only time I saw it was when there was moisture that they were going to.
Yeah, If there was moisture and that's the place they can get it. That's where they're going to go.
Exactly.
But
okay, well that's cool. I mean, wasp spray killed them.
oh yeah. Wasp spray will definitely kill them, but you want to treat it to where they don't come back.
Source.
Yes, I'm with you. My other real question though, and I'm curious, what's this nano stuff that they're spraying on roofs to supposedly extend the life of your shingles? Is that one of my neighbors is having it done, and I'm just curious.
Well, whenever he has it done, take a look at it and watch it, and you can tell me, because I don't know enough about the product to give you an opinion of whether I think it's great or I think it's bunk. I don't know. It depends on what it is. I mean, I don't know. Something that you can just spray on. Of course, in the past, there's always been the white coating that you can put on your roof. Well, I understand that because it's elastomeric and it fills in cracks and it does all this stuff. But this supposedly just helps keep the granules on and keep the shingles pliable for longer. And how it does that, I don't know. But I'm going to research it, and I'll research it before next week's show, and I'll tell you what I think.
Oh, we'll be listening. I know he's paying $1 a foot, so to have
it's not cheap.
Yeah, I mean, $1 a foot is not crazy if it works. But it's also not super cheap. So I mean, if I had a 3,500 square foot roof that I was covering, I don't want to spend $3,500 on something that's not really doing anything for me. So. So let me do a little research on it, and if you find out something before I do, please let me know.
And Robert, there's only one question that's bad that there is. Only one.
Yes, sir.
And that's a question not asked. So don't ever feel like it's too small or whatever, because if you're thinking it, there's other people thinking it too, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Robert. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you calling this morning. Get you a phone line, too, 210-599-5555, 210-599-5555. You
want to go to Brian?
We have Brian on?
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Let's do that. Brian, good morning. Welcome to the Rockin' Home Show.
Hi there. I've got one that'll stump you. I've got a shed, a large shed, and it faces the west. And on the fascia board, it's a 1 inch thick by 4 inch wide fascia board. Where that fascia board meets the next fascia board, it keeps separating. I've tried everything. I put screws in there. I put building material glue. I've even tried putting fiberglass with batting over the face of it. The heat out here, this is in West Texas.
Oh, wow.
And the heat out here just separates it. It separates it to where it's got about anywhere from an 1/8 to a 1/4 of an inch gap where the two fascia boards meet. I don't know what to do except maybe put a piece of metal tin over it and forget about it. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the reason for it is pretty simple. It's expansion and contraction. When you've got that much heat,
right,
and then in West Texas, in the evenings, it can get nice and cool. And when you have that, you're going to have expansion and contraction. Likely, that gap at some points closes and then opens back up and then closes and opens back up. And I understand that it's a nuisance and you don't like it. It's really not hurting anything. It's not hurting anything, but if you
not driving you crazy,
if it's driving you nuts and you just don't like looking at it, a good option would be to do an aluminum fascia, which is an aluminum that comes in a coil, in a roll, and then it's cut and made to fit your fascia board, and it will cover all of that up. You'll never have to paint it again. You'll never have to worry about looking at that little gap anymore, and it does a good job of protecting that wood underneath.
In the meantime, I
Okay.
would probably caulk it with some expandable caulk.
But there's no reason. Here's what I'm saying is there's no reason to caulk it, because if you, even if you do caulk it
Every year,
every year you're going to have to keep doing this. Now you might be able to use an elastomeric caulk that kind of stretches whenever it expands and contracts, but it's going to be an ongoing issue if it bothers you. And the way to fix that would be to put on an aluminum fascia.
Well, there's somebody suggested there's a roofing material called Through the Roof, and it dries into a rubbery compound. I thought maybe putting that over over in the hole, that way
I don't know about
when the wood expands.
I don't know about that product, but if you use a urethane acrylic caulk, it has pliability to it, and it will stretch, and it'll cost you about $5 for a tube.
All righty. Well, I'm sorry. What type of caulk again was that?
Just a urethane acrylic caulk.
Urethane. Okay.
Urethane.
I probably have some out there in that shed.
You very well might, but if you have that will remain pliable. But like you said, you're in West Texas sun, and it's going to eventually become brittle, even though it is made to remain pliable. No caulk lasts forever.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you, Brian. And Robert, if you will please hang on. We're going to get to you next when we come back from break. Your calls, too, at 210-599-5555. I want to talk about my friends over at Real Solutions Home. RealSolutionsHome.com is the place you will find them online. Find out more great information about their phenomenal business. Zip Gist, the owner, has had remodeling, and he's a licensed realtor. He does remodeling. He does full home building. But what he wants you to know is your dreams can become reality. If you were looking at remodeling your home and improving your home, giving yourself more space, giving yourself a more modern kitchen, a more spacious, primary bedroom, whatever the case may be, if you have a vision of that, he can help bring that vision to life with RealSolutionsHome.com. If it's a large remodel or if it's a small remodel, if it's just something simple, he can help you with that and anything in between. They do offer military, teacher, and first responder discounts, and of course, financing options are available to fit your budget. Estimates are free, and you will be very impressed with the care that Zip and his team take with each and every customer. This is a guy who keeps in constant contact with his customers to make sure that they're updated on the progress of their jobs and that any of their questions are answered along the way. RealSolutionsHome.com. RealSolutionsHome.com. Give them a call at 210-862-4995.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change, My Computer Career can help you get into IT in just a few short months with no prior experience. So take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Americans may not agree on much, but we agree on Social Security. We all pay in. It ought to be there when we need it. Social Security could face a funding gap in less than a decade, and I don't want to see a pay cut. I'm with AARP in the fight to protect the Social Security we earn.
Pledge to protect Social Security at aarp.org/weearnedit. That's aarp.org/weearnedit. Paid for by AARP.
Chance Wilcox lived his life with a kind heart, and anyone would tell you that. But I'll never forget the call that my only son, with so much life ahead of him, had been killed instantly by a distracted driver on her cell phone. The happiness we all had and enjoyed up until that time was gone in 1 second by a 100% preventable action.
Heads up, Texas. Using your phone behind the wheel can be deadly. Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by TxDOT.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rock and Home Show on AM 550 FM 1071 KTSA. Martin Baba here. Mike Hermes there.
Hi.
What's that?
And Facebook Live.
And Facebook Live, absolutely. 210-599-5555 is the number. 210-599-5555. Get yourself a phone line. It's all about you, your home improvement questions, how Mike and I can help you answer those questions and make your life a little bit easier.
Got about 80 years worth of experience between us.
Ooh, I hate thinking about it sometimes.
From, as you say, from the foundation to the roof, and everything from buying, selling, investing, we got it covered.
Absolutely, and we want you to give us a call today, just like Robert did. Robert, good morning. Welcome to the Rock and Home Show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing, Robert?
Question. I'm using some Hardy backer board.
Okay. Uh-oh. Robert, I hate to do this to you, but you're breaking up terribly. Do me a favor, Robert. Give us a call back, bud. Give us a call back, and we'll see if we can get a better connection there. Okay? So let's talk, Mike, about these environmental improvements that we were thinking of. And
they're crazy, aren't they?
They are. I mean, but they're pretty sensible. Green homes are becoming more and more and more popular. It used to be, a few years ago, you didn't even know what a green home was. What does that mean? And now people are very conscious of it. They want to see more green choices in their home building.
Energy efficiency.
Yes, in their home building and home remodeling.
Yes.
And you see it not only in homes, but you see it when you're just driving around the country. I have seen fields that have to be 150, 200 acres plus with nothing but solar panels.
Or nothing but wind.
Or
turbines.
Between here and out in West Texas and Santa Fe, they are putting up at Klein's Corner, where 25 and 66 intersect, they are putting up dozens of these wind turbines. Dozens of them. They're massive, and of course, there's lots of areas where those are work. And the funny thing is, Debbie said, "Well, I wonder if those things are really worth it. Are they really, really worth it?" According to the research that I did, I believe I'm not speaking out of turn, one of those turbines can power up to 450 houses annually.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
So yeah, it's something. So that's, it's here. So if you're looking to be more green and more efficient in your home, these are renovations that they need to be done over time, project by project. There are things that you're not going to do them all in one weekend or even in 1 week. These are things that
unless you're moving in beforehand and want them all done.
Yeah.
And the bottom line on this, you have very inexpensive to more expensive, but every one of them save you money.
And the government has incentives and tax incentives that will help you make these decisions to make your home more green. Higher efficiency home improvements can have tax credits, but you need to check with your tax professional about that. That's not something I'm endorsing or telling you that it has, but you need to check with your tax professional on that. And here are some key areas of your home that you want to prioritize when you're making your home more sustainable. Mike?
Why don't we just start off with insulation, which is the easiest and probably the least expensive out of them all. And where do you go? Well, there are two main areas, the roof and the walls. And then above that, air leaks.
Yes.
And, check doors, check windows, check some flooring, especially if you have a pier and beam foundation. And how do you check air leaks the easiest way? With a lighter.
Or and if you want to get super duper fancy pants, you can get one of those little smoke emitters that inspectors use, and it creates a non-toxic little puff of smoke, and it shows if something's blowing it around or not.
Yeah, but to me, an old old fire log lighter is the easiest way so you don't burn your fingers.
That's right. That's right. They used to use matches. Now we got lighters to do that. So check it out. Find out areas of your home that need more insulation, that need more sealant, and that is one way you can help very easily to make your home more green and more sustainable.
Yes, and the where the most of the cold or warm leaves your house.
Yeah,
windows and doors.
That's proven every time that they do research on this. Your windows and your doors are your greatest source of energy loss in your house, which brings us to our next point: old windows and doors. If you replace older windows and doors, it also has an impact on your wallet, not only being more sustainable and more green, but it can save you up to 50% on your energy bills.
50%.
That's huge. I mean,
Huge.
that's really huge. And we certainly don't claim that on every job, but we have had customers that have told us that they've actually saved more than that.
I was going to say, I've had people tell me they've saved well more than 50%.
Doing
that with the insulation.
Oh man, I mean, you're doing so much good for not only the environment but for your wallet. The front door is also one of those things. People underestimate the importance of the front door. The front door is the first thing that people see when they walk into your home, so you want it to be attractive, right?
Same thing with the patio door in the back.
Yes. So you want them to be energy efficient, welcoming, beautiful, but heavy on the energy efficient. You want them to save you money, and those are places where you can save.
Do you know, going to the next topic, where up to 70% of your heat or cool can go out? Up to 70%.
Wow.
Your windows.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason why replacement windows continue to grow in popularity. They continue to add resale value to your home in greater ways than many other improvements that you can do to your home. Not to say that they're not important too, but it is one of the best returns on investment that you can do. And when you're doing this, the thing that I would encourage you to do is look at the windows that are proper for your region. There are southern climate windows, there are northern climate windows, and there are in between windows.
And then there are impact windows.
And then there are impact windows for the coast, which are also southern rated as far as energy efficiency. So you've got the energy efficiency that you need, and you've got the impact resistance that you need to weather the next storm. But if you're looking at windows, for instance, I saw an ad on a big billboard outside of San Angelo, and it said, "Save energy with triple pane windows" in San Angelo. San Angelo is not Minnesota. Does it get cold in San Angelo occasionally? Yeah, of course it does. But a triple pane window, especially in South Texas, okay? San Angelo, I might even give them a little benefit of the doubt. But you get into the hill country and below, a triple pane window will help decrease noise a little bit. It will definitely make the window a little bit more quiet. But as far as saving you energy in the wintertime, nope.
It is not cost efficient.
Nope. And in the wintertime, it will save you a little bit more, but in the summertime, it doesn't save you anything. And they can cost 15-20% higher or more than a double pane window.
Again, it makes sense when you have noise.
Yes. If you have a high noise area, you can do that, or also laminate glass. Laminate glass is the ultimate in reducing that type of noise. So there are different ways you can do it without breaking the bank. But the bottom line is, if you install thermal mass building materials, such as stone or tile, to keep the heat, produced from the windows, these are also things that can help you with your energy efficiency in the wintertime, at least. And but yeah, energy efficient windows are and continue to be one of the best investments that will help you save money, put more money in your pocket, and help the environment. And we've got. Go ahead.
Not only do they allow you to keep heat from escaping or cool air from escaping, but from entering.
Yes, absolutely. What I like to say is they keep the inside in and the outside out where it should be, right? Regardless of what time of year it is. That's what you're wanting from your windows. We got to take a break. We do have a few more of these to go through, but we will also defer to your phone calls at 210-599-5555. 210-599-5555. Apple Pest Control. 695-8946. That's 210-695-8946. ApplePestControl.com. This is a great company that can take care of not only your pest control needs, but they can also help you take care of your lawn and your shrubs and your trees. They will help you treat your yard. They will weed treat it, fertilize it, make sure it's healthy and green and weed-free all season long. And you never have to wait a long time for Apple Pest Control. They don't make you sit around with an 8-hour window that they give you. No, they give you a time that they're going to be there. They call you when they're on their way. They respect your time. They value your time. They are also a company that doesn't try to sell you something. They only offer you what you need. They don't want to sell you anything. They just want to give you great service on your pest control and your lawn care as you can possibly imagine, with no hidden charges and no contracts to sign. ApplePestControl.com is where you're going to find them online, ApplePestControl.com. Give them a call at 210-695-8946.
Have an RV you're not using? Want top dollar for it? PPL Motorhomes, the nation's largest RV consignment dealer, needs your RV now. Now through September 16th. Consign your RV at our new Broncos RV Supercenter and get an extra $530 when you mention KTSA. Your RV may never be worth more than it is today. Don't wait. Call PPL for your free appraisal and see why over 53,000 RV owners have trusted us to sell their RVs fast. PPL Motorhomes in New Braunfels. Get more. Do less. Sell smart. Terms of license PPL for details.
I thought I'd book a trip to Italy to celebrate retiring.
We didn't speak Italian.
We didn't then. We do now. Because of Babbel.
Babbel is the refreshingly easy-to-use app for learning a new language. Babbel uses immersive lessons to teach you vocabulary and grammar in a way that sticks. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues?
Who are you?
Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rockin' Home Show right here on KTSA, on Facebook Live as well. Thank you guys so much for being there and being a part of this show each and every Saturday morning. Thanks to our loyal listeners, and thanks to the brand new listeners. If you just tuned in for the first time today, we hope you like what you're hearing, and we hope you'll tell your friends about it, and we hope you'll tell them to come on back and join us next Saturday morning. Every Saturday morning, 9 to 11, we are taking your phone calls. We are answering home improvement questions. We are talking all things home improvement and a few things music, just for fun, and trying to give some advice that will help make your life a little better and hopefully put a smile on your face in the process.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about buying or selling, you don't understand the process, or you haven't done it for a long time, or you're thinking about investing or what to do to put yourself in the best position, we got 80 years between us.
Use it. That's what I can tell you. I just saw something pop up that Hurricane Aaron is now the first named storm of the season. Wow. So we got a hurricane churning out there. So keep an eye on that, folks. We were talking about some things that you can do for your home that are not incredibly difficult. You can do them incrementally, different times, that can help with the sustainability of your home and the green aspect of your home, but also save you money and put money back in your pocket. And we always like talking about things that can save you money, that make your life easier on this show. We had talked about, of course, insulation. We talked about old windows and doors and new windows. And the next one here, Mike, is HVAC. Let's talk about that.
If you do that in conjunction with insulation, not to mention new windows, or just making sure that you cut down as much air leaks and whatever heat or cool loss you can, that is the one that's a cherry on top, in my opinion.
Well, we had a caller earlier in the show that called in and said that the air conditioning company told them if you have a mini split, it's put it in and forget it. It'll be good forever. Absolutely not true.
Bad advice.
And here's why. One of the simplest things that you can do to help yourself go green and keep your HVAC system clean and well maintained is doing that on a regular basis. The system directly impacts the quality of air you have in your home. That's the thing that people have to think about. This is an air conditioning system. It's not just an air cooling system. And whenever you maintain a system regularly, it'll help mitigate the amount of dust, the allergens, the bacteria that spread throughout your home. Additionally, regular inspections keep the system working efficiently and will improve the longevity. So yes, you need to maintain your air conditioning system.
Absolutely. Because if it is, let's say, running within the specifications, the quality of the air or the direction of the air could not be at its fullest. And that, like you said, it's not just an air cooling.
Right.
It's an air comfort.
An air condition.
Thank you.
Condition.
Thank you. Even more so.
And we were talking about mini splits earlier. I happen to love mini splits. I think they're great. And for areas in the home where central can't be installed, or maybe you want to cordon it off and make it a more, you only have family that comes in and stays in that room once every 2 years. Why do you want to have air conditioning running in there all the time if you don't have to? With the mini split systems, they're sustainable cooling options, and they're perfect for room additions too, because there's no need to install ductwork, and it reduces the amount of energy loss. So mini splits have their place, and they can be very, very, very energy efficient.
Absolutely. And they can make a job much easier. Like you said, if you don't have the ceiling or the attic area, and you don't have to tear everything up to do all of the ducting. Yes,
that's right. Next one, solar panels, Mike. Let's talk about solar panels.
Solar panels. How sold are you on solar panels?
I have no question that solar panels work. That they produce an amount of electricity. They clearly do that. But here's the hang up for most people: the upfront investment.
Yes,
okay. Expensive, right? And even in this article, it says the upfront investment in solar panels may be off-putting. But they claim that it'll more than pay off in reducing energy bills in the long term. And I guess that's probably the key, is in the long term.
Because they don't even put a time frame in there. They just say long term.
Right. And long term could mean 5 years, could be 10 years, could be 30 years.
Yes.
And if you're not planning on staying in that home for at least 15 to 20 years, I question whether you should be paying that money up front that it takes for those panels now. Now, does that mean that in 10 years, when the prices come drastically down on solar and it becomes...
And the efficiency goes up?
Efficiency goes up, price comes down. You see it in almost every technologically advanced product that comes out onto the market. It starts out very niche and very expensive. And then as the viability of it increases, the popularity of it increases, the volume increases, the price comes down. And I don't think it'll be any different with solar panels. I just don't think we're there yet.
I agree 100%. That's why I have not done it in my house. I do believe, just like televisions, look how much they were 20, 30 years ago compared to what they are now. Cell phones, computers, all of that technology is now significantly better and ridiculously cheaper.
Talking about televisions and older televisions is completely off the subject that we're talking about, but I just thought it was kind of cool. We were in a house yesterday, and they had a Zenith console TV.
Oh my gosh, from the 60s?
I haven't seen one of those since the 70s. Maybe the early 80s, but I mean, I haven't seen one in 45 years. And it just crazy, right?
Did it work?
You know what? I didn't turn it on. It looked like it would work. It looked like it was in really good shape. It really did. And then right behind the TV, they had a telephone nook.
And those used to be everywhere.
They used to be everywhere. You got the little jack in there, and you got for the youngsters out there listening, if there are any, I'm not even going to try to explain it right now. But
and you had the 50-foot cord underneath it.
Yeah, you did. You could take
you run
it
into the bathroom with the phone.
That's what a mobile phone was back in the day.
Fought over, hey, get off the phone, because you had that one phone for everybody.
You take it into your room and shut the door, and the cord was running down the hall 15, 20 feet. Yeah, those are the good old days. Let's talk about water heaters. Older water heaters are incredibly wasteful, especially if you don't clean them. If you don't clean them and you don't flush them out, they continuously get this. This is why they're not that efficient. Between 20 and 80 gallons of water is what they store. And they're always heating that amount of water. Whether you're using it or you're not using it, 24 hours a day, that water's being kept hot. That takes energy to do that. So
up to 30% of your bill.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, today, we have on-demand tankless water heaters and solar heaters and heat pumps that can save you money and only heat what's needed. Heat pumps, they have those everywhere in Santa Fe. It's incredible. It's the same principle as an on-demand system. Every time you turn the faucet on, you got hot water. You're never going to run out. And it's the same thing with an on-demand system.
How is that in cost versus a, one of the, I'm losing my mind.
A traditional water heater?
Yes. No, not the traditional ones, the on-demand.
On-demand. It's going to be a little more expensive, but it's also much more versatile, because a lot of the houses in colder areas like that will use that heat underneath the tile in the house to heat your floors and heat your home. And I can tell you that it heats your home incredibly efficiently and fast and consistent, because that hot water is running all through the bottom of the house underneath the tile, and it gives that radiant heat that they call it radiant. I think they call it radiant floors or radiant heat floors, and that heat radiates up, and you got nice warm floors to walk on when it's 30 degrees outside, and your house is comfortable. So,
what does it do in the summer?
In the summertime, it's got a thermostat. It's got a thermostat, so you just turn it off, and it doesn't circulate through the house, but it still gives you showers and dishwashing time that never runs out of hot water.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. But if you're not in
efficient.
And efficient. And if you're not in that that region, on-demand water heaters in our region are fantastic. I have them. I wouldn't do a house without them. My house now has it. I wouldn't build a house if I was building a house without it. So highly recommend the tankless water heaters. And then the last one, Mike. Let's talk about kitchen appliances.
This one blew me away. I know you, Energy Star, are very important.
Yes.
Okay? And I know that I always thought, well, you know what, they're more efficient when it comes to cooking or cleaning, but they're much more efficient when it comes to water usage, and even more so when it comes to electricity. Do you know 10, 15, 20-year-old appliances right now can be on average 15% of your utility bill?
That's crazy.
I never thought that.
That's crazy.
Till I read this article.
So that brings the question, if you've got a 10-year-old washer and dryer set, they're working fine. They're doing the job, but they're not efficient, and they're costing you money. And one of the big box stores has a sale on washer and dryer sets, and it's, let's say, $1,800 for a washer and dryer set. Depending on the efficiency level of that can be a very, very reasonable spend.
Absolutely.
Because of the long run savings. 13%, that's not something to sneeze at. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, I was blown away when it was that big a number. I would have thought 2-3%.
Well, and the article brings up a good point as well, is when you decide that you want to sell your home, we're always looking, you and I are always looking at things that will add resale value to your home, make your home more sellable, more appealing to buyers, more desirable. Appliances that are Energy Star and super efficient rated now, they add to the value of your home. You know, you walk into a house
and the sellability.
Absolutely.
That could be the difference between your home and another home.
Absolutely it could.
And I want to take that a step further.
Yeah.
If you do insulation, like we talked about, if you do things on the patio door, front door, new windows, if you do the HVAC, if you do the water heater and the appliances, keep every one of those receipts.
Absolutely.
Put them in a folder. Not only do you do that to transfer to the new buyer, but give that to your realtor so we use that in marketing every single day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, is it more appealing to look at a home listing that says new on-demand water heater replaced in 2024, new this replaced in 2025, new this replaced in 2023, or not seeing any of that? So you know
that's
flow. Right. Nice flow. Open concept. I love.
Exactly.
Nice flow and open concept. I really like. I like those a lot. Oh, you know what my favorite is though? Lots of potential. Lots of potential.
Okay. How about potential received?
Potential received?
Yes.
Yeah.
like the house you're getting ready to finish in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Or start, actually. That's funny. We've been talking about that for 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, and we're finally going to get there, right? Hey, we got to take a break, and when we come back, we'll wrap the show, give you some closing thoughts, and a few other things. Want to talk to you about Window World. Want to remind you that September 2nd and 3rd, Window World Coastal Bend, we're going to be having an open house window installation where you come out and enjoy some beverages and some food and watch as our installers do a real-life installation of impact windows in Corpus Christi. If you were in the Coastal Bend, you will love to come see this. Doesn't cost a thing. You just have to show up, and we would love to have you come out and take a look at this great installation that's going to be going on September 2nd and 3rd. You can call the office in Corpus Christi at 361-991-4189. And they'll give you all the information on the location and the times and all of that. Again, it's an open house window installation September 2nd and 3rd out of our Coastal Bend store right here in Corpus Christi. So come on by and check that out.
And
Also,
don't forget, Broadway is open.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, the newest one, and it's open on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Up until 2 o'clock.
It is.
You can't miss it. It's right next to... not Mencius.
It's Formosa Gardens.
Formosa Gardens.
Formosa
Absolutely.
Gardens Chinese restaurant is there, and by the way, really good food. If you get a chance to go have lunch there, they do a phenomenal lunch. But right, almost dead center between Nacogdoches and Broadway on Loop 410. It's 1027.
Can't miss the sign.
No, you can't. 1027 Northeast Loop 410. First thing you'll notice when you walk in the door is that beautiful Renaissance patio cover that we have on the front of the building. It's awesome.
When are we going to be broadcasting out there?
That will probably be...
Get all the kinks worked out?
Probably be 1st of September area. Whatever that
Beautiful.
first weekend is in September, that's likely going to be it.
Perfect.
So
we need
yes.
to go by. This is amazing. You actually have facades of homes too, right?
Oh yeah. So you can actually
Built
see
in.
what the products. I mean, it's easy to put up a little sample that's a 2x2 sample.
Not so easy to put 2 houses up.
When you put 2 houses up, you can actually see what it's going to look like in your home. Instead of having to envision it, you can actually see it, and that's what our design center is for. We also have the girls there today. Ashlyn and Lisa are there today to help you out and answer your questions. They have fresh popcorn for you, and of course that
PJ's Coffee.
Oh, wonderful PJ's Coffee. You want to check that out. WindowWorldTX.com in San Antonio in the Hill Country, WindowWorldCC.com in Corpus Christi. Would love to see you. It's Window World, improving homes, changing lives.
You hear that? That's Mike sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. That's because Mike was smart this time. He took ZQL Ultra to fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs. So now he wakes up refreshed and ready to conquer Mondays.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Ooh, ma. What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud phone system. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs. You sound very calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to run my business more efficiently, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Ooma. Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
This is Martin Bomba's Rockin' Home Show on News Talk 550 KTSA and FM 1071.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Rockin'. And Aerosmith is putting the Rockin' in the Rockin' Home Show. Thank you guys for being there. Mike and I have just enjoyed this last couple of hours, and always appreciate you guys being out there and listening each and every Saturday morning. It's why we do the show, and we appreciate you immensely. Coming up,
love having the platform.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, what a blessing. Coming up in the next hour, about 11:05, we've got our buddy Louis Sirianni and the KTSA Automotive Show coming up. Don't miss that. It's fantastic. And then this afternoon, Mike returns to the mic with his lovely daughter, Holly, and they're going to talk all things real estate on the What's It Worth show.
You know, what a family of people on KTSA you have, starting with Bob Webster. And then we have your show. And then we have Louis' show. And we have Lance and Robin's show. And then our show. I am so proud of every one of those people. I would be more than honored to represent or use in my home.
Well, and it's such an amazing lineup of experience and talent. I can't think of any place else that you're going to find that many people that are experts in their field that you can tune in free of cost and pick their brain. I mean,
I've been going to Sirianni
pretty amazing
before Louis was born.
You told me that. That's crazy, right? Hey, listen, we're running out of time, and I wanted to tell you, a buddy of mine in New Braunfels, he runs the New Braunfels Live Music Today Facebook page. Check that out, New Braunfels Live Music Today Facebook page. Be sure to check it out. Went to school with his sister-in-law a long time ago, and
wow.
So we're going to start possibly collaborating on a local music segment for our show. He and I are going to be working on that. But he sent me over. We were talking about Jackal earlier. We may be able to go check them out pretty close to us, Mike. They're going to be playing in Buda at Bucks on August 22nd.
Oh, that sounds like a great...
I would love to go see that. I love those guys so much. But anyway, thanks, Gary, for sending that over, and thanks for bumping yourself up in my emails, because I got busy, and it's just, I will be in touch next week. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Yeah, by the way, I just saw across the screen, Aaron, you mentioned.
Yeah.
Hurricane Aaron just hit a Category 5. It's
a 5, but it's out. But it's out in the Gulf, right?
Towards Puerto Rico.
Okay. Well, let's pray for Puerto Rico then, because Lord knows they get it right in the crosshairs sometimes. Mike, during the week, how can we get a hold of you?
Before I get to that, can I mention the golf tournament?
No. Of course you can, yes.
I'm co-chairing a golf tournament October 10th at Northern Hills, which Martin will be out there. I'll be out there. We have a raffle, silent auction, live auction. We're looking for anything from golfers to sponsors to people that can donate any of those items. And that is for the Coker Methodist Men's Group, and we donate locally to 100% of the proceeds to anything basically that we see fit.
That is awesome. And yes, we'll be out there supporting that. Look very forward to it. I know that Zip wanted to know how to get in on that too. If you don't,
I'll send him the information today.
He asked about that.
Holly and I love helping people buy or sell, but at the same token, we answer questions and do anything we can to put you in the best position. You're never obligated to use us. And we can go out your home and give you ideas, no cost. 210-341-1400.
And you can reach me via email at mbomba, that's MBOMBA at windowworldtx.com. Again, that's mbomba at windowworldtx.com. Until next week, Mike, have a great week. We want our listeners to have a fantastic week, too, and we certainly want them to tune in next week when we return to the show. We may
have a guest with us, right?
It'll be a live show next week, and yes, I hope that we will have a guest in studio next week.
We had an illness break it last time.
Yeah, I'm very much hoping that Ben from Right AC will be in with us and talking all things AC. So if you have air conditioning questions, write them down, jot them down, have them handy, and then next week we are definitely going to be talking with him and talking all things. I mean, we'll be talking about everything, but AC will be our focus.
Absolutely, AC will be another avenue of expertise.
Absolutely, and if you get a chance, one last thing I'm going to tell you: if you get a chance to support these Hill Country Relief Fund efforts at these different benefits, please do so. If you can contribute $1, if you can contribute $1 million, whatever you can do, it is appreciated. These folks are still there. They're still in deep need. Don't forget about them. Don't forget about them. Don't forget about them.
Absolutely, because that's what happens is when it happens, everybody's there and it disappears. This is a very deep and long-lasting problem.
It is. So don't forget them, folks. Hey, listen, appreciate it so much. Want to wish you peace and love. Go out there, spread some kindness, make the world a better place. We love you. We'll see you next time on the Rockin' Home Show.
Talk to you next week.
Thanks, Edwin.
Grown-ups, don't go back to school. Go forward through school into your future
Yeah, I'm still here.
as an IT professional. Whether you're starting out, switching careers, or a veteran ready for change.
Labor Day weekend, we're going to be doing a best of.
Get into IT in just a few short months with no
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, good deal. Enjoy it.
evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Your rewarding career in IT awaits. That's mycomputercareer.edu. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the VA benefits.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved.